When Create first opened, we went over to see and to celebrate with them, and we saw 3D printers, and we thought, people have been printing since before Gutenberg. And then we saw the sewing machines, like people have been sewing for a while, and then the big, I don't even know what it's called, the laser cutter where it burns out on the wood. And like, people have been doing woodwork for a while too. So that was one of the main sources of inspiration for Handcrafted, because you can do all of those things, but using pre-electric tools.
Across the street from Create is Handcrafted. Here, you won't find computers, lasers, or 3D printers.
We have a letterpress where you pull down the handle, it goes ka-chunk, and then you've printed something. Nothing works unless you do.
Handcrafted takes do-it-yourself to the extreme.
It's just a very different world. And I think showing up those differences is eye-opening for people.
While Create is a makerspace with high-tech tools, Handcrafted calls itself a vintage makerspace, and you only use antique tools. This old house is also divided into zones. The first room is junk.
To invent something, all you need is imagination and a big pile of junk, from Albert Einstein. You bring the imagination, we got plenty of junk. And so the idea is to inspire some creativity in people who were trained in school to never make mistakes, always follow the rules. And here, let's break a couple rules, let's experiment. And if it doesn't turn out, that's okay, because you're just practicing and playing.
Then you have fiber.
It's everything about yarn and knitting and crocheting and weaving and fabric and sewing and all of those kinds of things.
And now we've come to the wood room.
So what do we have here, Jennifer?
We have a human-powered scroll saw. It was patented in 1886, and it's a really wonderful machine that works like a bicycle.
Okay, so this is really for real.
It is for real. Climb on.
Like people actually did this.
They did. This was somebody's job.
Okay.
So you're going to pedal and just watch what happens with the blade.
Holy moly! It's like a woodpecker.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, look at it go! Whoa! That was great! Congratulations, fantastic.
This is so much better than a knife or a saw.
Now on to something I'm a little more familiar with.
So I want to know, when someone comes in here, who is most fascinated by seeing a typewriter? They're kids who go, what is that? Or adults who grew up typing and want to try it again?
It's a little of both. It's mostly the kids are so amazed because they've never had a mechanical one where they really have to push hard. So
Well,
they just,
most of them have probably just never touched a typewriter, period.
they have not.
right?
Oh, I've seen it in movies, they tell me. This is from 1930, and so they've never seen the carriage, and they've heard the ding, but they've never known what it meant before. So type a line.
Oh, this is called
Yep.
the infamous hunting and pecking.
Aha.
This is how I work on my computer. Ah, the infamous ding.
This one's much older, from 1915, and the first one where you could see what you were typing as you typed it. So hit a couple of keys and watch what happens.
Ooh, wow, this is so different.
It's called a bat wing, and the keys come down from the side. So this one was developed to be portable, and it's got these wings on it. So lift it up and see how portable it feels to you.
Oh my gosh. Was it for weightlifters?
Have you damaged yourself? I hope not.
Portable for who?
Yeah, portable had
Strength
a whole
trainers?
different meaning.
Wow. All right, let's see what's over here. So what is this contraption?
This is called a letterpress. This one is from 1958, but they actually didn't change too dramatically since the early 1900s.
So this would be made for cards or or possibly for
Business
letterhead?
forms,
Okay.
absolutely. Letterhead, it's great for that. Anything where you need a lot of copies of exactly the same thing. I'm going to put just a little, like less than you put on your toothbrush.
Now this takes a lot of work. This is a lot of muscle power.
It is. It can be exhausting if you do more than a few. Now we're going to spread the ink, and you'll notice as the table turns, it's
Okay.
spreading the ink, and this might take a minute. Push
All right,
down,
let me try. So
hold
just
it, and
push
then let
down
it go
and hold
again.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
just for a second.
All right, so, oh, wow. It's great to see both. It's great to see new technology and old technology, and particularly how we can merge the two.
Arizona Highways Television is brought to you by Arizona Public Service and the Arizona Office of Tourism.